What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Tactical Leader, where you are hearing from a solo cast that I haven't heard. Y'all haven't heard one of these from me in a long time. But a solo cast with yours truly, Zack Knight, as I talk a little bit about my takeaways with Glenn Lundy and what we can have to look forward to when we talk to him this Friday for Tactical Friday. And it was actually a pretty fascinating conversation. It was one of those. I haven't recorded this format of podcast in a while. A lot of shift is happening toward airing the Battle Brews episodes or some of my in-person events and re-airing those conversations, but also bringing Taylor in as a co-host attached to a lot of what we're working on, which has been really fascinating. But it was a fascinating conversation with Glenn where we kind of blinked through about a 35, 40-minute conversation. So it was obviously very easy to get through, which a nice natural conversation is what I'm trying to say. So that piece was awesome. But I think one of the biggest pieces that he brought to the forefront for me, and I know we talk about it on our Tactical Friday episode, so it ends up being something we hit pretty hard right at the end, but there's a piece of what he does. He audits 8 pillars, and he has 8 pillars that he stands on. Everything from faith and family, fitness, friends, finances, his mindset, mental health, and his professional career. So many different avenues, and he audits them each week to see where they're ranking. And one of the ones he audits, a big piece that came forward for me was that friendship category. And I talk about it a lot with Taylor, excuse me, where essentially she and I, obviously besties, you spend a lot of time with your partner, you spend a lot of time focused on them, right? And it's essentially the only person you are around that much is your significant other. And we don't really take a lot of time outside of that to do much else other than hang out in the business space, business associates, different things we're doing. And I really value the intentionality that we take to spending time together because it's a great avenue for us to strengthen our relationship. It's something we've noted we both want to work on more to make sure we have a really great relationship, um, and more successful than either of us have had in the past, which is obviously leading to future success and endeavors for both of us. So um, I think as he was talking through those pillars, the friendship piece is one that is what I could do much better about and really harness to do more friend-based activities. And we're actually out here. I'm recording from our Airbnb in Austin. Beautiful view behind me. We're on the 32nd, 33rd floor, something like that, of this high rise in Austin, where we're spending some time. This weekend, we came out here for a dove hunt. Y'all, I'm not much of a hunter. Not something I generally choose to do to spend my time. It was a pretty awesome weekend of walk around. Taylor's first time hunting, actually, and then something I haven't done in many years myself. And we had a great time. Just a different environment, different folks, from industry professionals. A lot of folks that we obviously didn't know, so it's kind of a stretch for us to go beyond, which was awesome because we were able to really get out of our comfort zone, get out of our normal routine, spend time together, invest in that, in the family pillar, if you will. But also, it was a great investment in some guys that were really fascinating, and I could definitely see moving into that friendship category because it's one of those. Taylor and I are both at a point where we really only do business with people that we enjoy doing business with, right? If I can sit down and drink a bourbon with you, if I can um, smoke a cigar with you, then you're my kind of people, right? My right hand in the battle space is Casey. She's doing a lot of amazing things, and when we were doing weekly in person stuff, it was funny. 11 o'clock on a Friday, and it's bourbon time. We make jokes pretty frequently about bourbon in the coffee, and granted, we're not actually drinking. At least I don't think she's drinking bourbon in her coffee. She might. There's no telling. Um, but definitely somebody that I love spending time with, especially in the business space. And Taylor falls perfectly into that. So it's one of those auditing who you're spending your time with, really recognize who are those people that you're around, how are they benefiting you, promoting you, furthering you, or are they dragging you down? Such a scary thought to think about, of having to address that yourself and really make those adjustments, but definitely a worthwhile adjustment to make. Get around those people that are impact players for you in your life in a positive way. That definitely came very far forward for me in conversation with Glenn. We talked several different pieces about that, and how he replaced the word spend with the word invest. Stop spending time doing that. Stop spending, because inherently spend doesn't have an ROI. It's something you just put out. It's an expenditure, right? He said invest time, be intentional, invest time in your family, invest times in friendship, invest time in different avenues to further, because inherently every investment has an expected ROI. So if you're smart about where you're spending your time, how you're investing it, where you're spending your time. See, I did it. Where you're investing your time, it was a great switch in mindset to really move the needle for yourself and really focus on how you're investing in that time with people. So definitely a great episode. I really enjoyed the conversation with Glenn. I encourage everybody, come back this Friday. We're going to go into Tactical Friday, talk a little bit about everything from Glenn's speaking career, which is pretty fascinating, to his mentor, to really highlighting a few different pieces about the tactics to invest properly your time where it matters. So come back this Friday. I definitely enjoyed both conversations with Glenn and look forward to hearing more feedback from y'all. If y'all have anything y'all want to hit me up with, ZackKnight.com will kind of send you toward all my links, but you find me most of the time on LinkedIn, or just shoot me an email, whatever that may be. Definitely give me some feedback and some thoughts on what you thought about this conversation. And if you have any other points of interest attached to Glenn, talk to y'all soon.